The spirituality of the dragon is a fairly unknown spirituality. A lot of people just don't know about it, never heard about it. Well, of course they know about the dragon, but they've never heard that you can follow it as a spirituality. They never heard of it. Of course, most of the people will have their opinion about this. In the past 17 years that I follow the dragon's path, I've heard everything about it. But most of the time is being ridiculization. Or sometimes, of course, very religious people will say that it's the devil, of course, but most of the time, especially people from Belgium will say that it's just that I follow to something that is fantasy, not real, and that people like this ridicule this. And I had my fair share in it, and yesterday again. I was talking to you about a Muslim that was saying to me what my spirituality is. I said the dragon. Of course, he was saying, never heard of it. And he was, after a while, saying that I am watching too much TV or things like this. And, of course, with everything that I said, he was not even listening to what I've said. He said that the dragon's path doesn't, or what I follow, it doesn't have a history. And they said it all the time. I mean, whenever I have €1, when everyone is saying this, that it doesn't have a history. I mean, look at Quetzalcoatl's temple. You can still visit it to this day. Quetzalcoatl is a dragon god. He was worshipped for many years. It was only stopped because the Catholics came by and killed every follower of Quetzalcoatl. But Quetzalcoatl was a dragon that is being followed, the Lord of the Air. And of course you can still visit the houses in Scandinavia with Fafnir's head on it. Or you can still see how people worship the dragon to this day in Asia as the guardians of the heavens. You can still visit that. And of course with everything that I said, he was shaking his head. And today, not today, yesterday, he came to me, but with a large group of Muslims. And he said to the group, there is that guy that believes in dragons. Of course, and he said to me, yesterday I've seen a dragon, he said. A very small one. And he was just ridiculing me. Just saying, dragons are not real, you idiot. But he was really trying to annoy me. And then one of these guys, and he said it before, it was not the first time, he said again, because, yeah, of course I don't eat meat, and he said it once more, and he was really making me angry with this, saying that he will hunt down and kill my dragon and eat it before my face. And that made me so angry. It was not the first time that he said that, but it was the time that I was losing control. But of course I could not do anything because I was at my job. I want to keep my job. That I was actually, I know a thing or two about Islam, so I'm not going to repeat it here. But I was actually doing the same to him. He was no longer laughing anymore. But then, of course, he tried to attack my dragon's path even more. To make it actually short, I've seen my fair share of it, and I've seen that a lot of people on the dragon's path has this same problem. But the reason for that is simply because humans or people, they don't know about the dragon's path, and they don't see it. They don't see, I mean, whenever they see a dragon in Game of Thrones, or a dragon in Lord of the Rings, or whatever, whenever they see a dragon on TV, or in a video game, they see it as entertainment. They don't see it as something real. They don't see it like you can follow a spirituality with that image. But they don't know that wherever this comes from is actually a spirituality that goes far beyond this. I mean, far before this, I mean. The dragon spirituality is being worshipped and being followed ever since 10,000 years before, I mean, before Islam or before, I mean, it goes so far that you cannot even say when exactly. I mean, Tiamat in the age of Babylonia, or the Aztecs time whenever they worshipped Quetzalcoatl, they always seen them as an element of nature, or the embodiment of nature. They have always been bowing down for the dragon. Of course, that is what people just don't know. Of course, I could explain a bit about the dragon spirituality. I could explain a bit, but in fact, you don't need to know anything about the dragon's path. The best way to begin the dragon's path is to know nothing about it and begin at zero. That is the best way to begin it, so that you are not influenced by anything that happens here on earth. In fact, forget about every movie that you've seen with a dragon in it. Of course, the dragon in itself is amazing, but forget the movie about it, forget about anything. All you need is your instinct and your own instinct. And whenever you are faced with ridiculing your faith, whenever you are faced with it, just turn your back on it. Just let them be. Because they are so ignorant, just they don't know about the dragon's path, they only care about their own. They ridicule my faith simply because they don't know about it. Whenever I say to them dragon, they immediately will refer to the dragons on TV or the dragons in video games, but not to the dragons that you can follow in spirituality, because you feel them. Whenever I said I can feel the dragon, I saw the dragon in 2005. Ever since, I just follow them. I knew that they are like my angels. They are so connected to me, and I follow them because I felt it. Not because someone else is saying to me that I have to do it. No, the dragons told me themselves that they are here, and my own instinct was saying that I should follow them. My own instinct, not a guy or a priest, not someone else, not a book. It is just my instincts that are saying this to me, that I should follow the dragon. Not a guy like, and that is what I said to him. You are listening to your parents, to a guy, to your imam that is saying, follow this or else you are going to hell. Well, actually, no, that is not what happened to me. What happened to me that I've seen a dragon in front of me. I felt the dragon so much in 2005 that I was not kneeling down, as I felt on my knees. But the dragon was saying not to kneel down. But I could not do anything else than that, because the dragon is my angel. The dragon is my path. The dragon is where I stand for. And whenever I had a lot of, I was so afraid to tell this to anyone. But one day I was so proud of, I said it to everyone in the world that I follow the dragon. Of course, I've been ridiculed so many times that I couldn't count it anymore, even to yesterday. And even that they don't even see their own religion as something folly, that could be folly, that could be something ridiculous. Because once I started to ridicule their faith, it was just, oh my God, is that even possible? That they could ridicule my religion? I mean, the only thing that they had, that I had a dragon. It's a dragon. But I had so many things. I know a thing or two about Islam, and I was starting to be so angry that I was attacking their faith completely. And they were no longer laughing anymore, but they were just getting angry, just as angry as I was. Of course, that is never good, but I was so angry. Just the only thing that I can ask from people who are not on the dragon's path, the only thing, and that is the only thing that I ask from non-believers or those who just don't believe in dragons, is respect. That is the only thing that I want from people. I'm not saying to anyone that they have to follow the dragon, not at all. It's not a religion, like I said. They don't need to follow the dragon, they don't need to believe in the dragon. I believe in them. I believe in this, and that is the only thing that you should show respect for, that I believe in them, that I experience them. That is the only thing that I ask from non-believers, and that is the only thing that you can ask from them as well.